I swear, this is like the best time imaginable. I'm on my way back to my apartment yet again. There's an off-road group I'm part of, and one of the guys who pretty much runs the group, he's a good friend of mine. You know, he's somebody I like a lot, and I had some engine parts for him from a type of engine I don't run anymore, called an American Motors Corporation engine. And I said to him, I'm like, hey, you want these parts? Because I don't want to just send them to a scrapyard. Told him what time I'd be available today. Now, I really didn't want to do all this in the rain anyway, so this isn't the worst thing. But he told me he'd get a hold of me in the early afternoon, I think is where we had arrived at the time, which is why I was over at the apartment earlier. And so it was about 7:06. My girlfriend just walks through the door from work, or maybe it was like a little bit later than that, like 7:10. Well, she walked in like a couple minutes after she walked in. We're just about to sit down to dinner, and he goes, yo, are you home? Can we meet up? So I'm like, yeah. I'm like, we gotta make it quick though. It's nice when I get out of there and I can actually put the hammer down, you know what I mean? And that's just because my last name's Run the Hammer. So on my way to do that, but I gotta swing by my bank first. I'm not gonna do that on camera, but you know, it's just like yeah, I don't know. It's like just perfect freaking time, and we just finished getting dinner ready. But I'm not complaining. You know, I'm giving this guy parts. I haven't seen. He's actually sending his son. I haven't seen his son probably about 3 or 4 years, and it's crazy to think that this kid's old enough to drive, because although he was driving back when I knew him when he was like 13, 14 years old, 15 years old, something like that. But man, this is just, I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. You know, I've been following this election, or some of this scandal news stuff going on, and I'm just like, I don't even know, like, you know, this whole stuff with Donald Trump. It's like, what he said was horrible, it really was, but you know, you don't know if he would have, I really don't know if he would have, this guy behind me has no headlights on. I'm surprised nobody's flashing theirs at him yet. And I don't know, there you go, he figured that out. But you know, I'm less worried about something that somebody said than I am about what somebody has done. And I'm still not a fan of Trump. Never have been, never will be. But if that's what it takes to keep Hillary out, then that's what it takes. Because she, you know, if she gets in office at the end of her 4-year term, actually let's just say an 8-year term, the same 3 families have been in charge or have been in control of the U.S. for 40 years, 4 decades, and that's a little worrisome to me, actually. I guess that's a cleaning crew here, right? I'll tell you what, this, yeah, I like my bank because there's like 0 fees whatsoever, but their hours suck. But I just need to hit the ATM, so I'm gonna hit pause. But yeah, that's a scary thought, is that same family could have could be running this same 3 families. It's been You had the Bush family for 16 years. I forget the... I'd have to really go into some more research again to find out how Obama's family plays into all this. And then you also had the Clinton family for 8 years. So add another Clinton. Yeah, my math might also not be as good either, but 16 and 8 is 24. Then another 8 would be 32, right? Yeah. And then you have another 8 years of her, and that would be 40. So, because lately, I mean, since you gotta figure our last 3 presidents have been 8-term presidents. So, it's, or 8-year 2-term presidents, 8 years. That's what I meant. And it's a little weird if you figure it. Figure out what happened. I have less in there than I thought I did. But anyway. So then again, some of these leaked emails that came out from WikiLeaks exactly 1 or 2 hours before this voice recording of Trump, was leaked. Just a couple hours before that, these bunch of emails from the DNC or somebody were leaked. So Clinton's team needed some damage control. And voila, here we go. Here's some damage control. I gotta stop getting... the thing is I was a much happier person before I was into politics. And now that I'm into politics, I just hate myself sometimes. Well, actually, I don't hate myself. I hate looking around. I mean, when you look around as to what these people are doing, it's like absolutely insane. And I got this person swerving behind me, like they think that I'm the one that's holding it up when it's the people in front of me. And you just look at what these people are capable of. I mean, there's so much I don't even really want to say, because I don't need to be I don't need to commit suicide by shoot myself in the back of the head 3 times. But man, this is just... I don't even know if I'm even going to publish this video. I just wanted to rant about this. I didn't really mean to go into a political rant, but I need to do some more research. Hey, it looks like those people are still at that birthday party that were here earlier. By the way, it's 7:29. Catered, yeah. It looks like a Dodge Neon's headlights with the yellow marker lights right below the headlights. But people ahead of me can't make up their mind on how fast they want to go, so... I can't control how fast a car that's 2 cars ahead of me is going. That actually might be a Dodge Avenger. Yeah, because the headlights are square. So that's a Dodge Avenger. But, that's good to lay the hammer down. So I'm looking for a silver and black Camaro. And that's who I'm waiting on. Told him where to be. I told him what kind of vehicle to look for. So I'm gonna go leave this running. For the headlights, I gotta grab this thing out of here. And yeah, I'll catch y'all later, if at all. Alright, so I thought about this after I was already driving. I'm on my way back now. In case anybody's wondering, I handed this guy, like, well, when I bought, stuff only has maybe 200 miles on it, but it's been sitting for a while. But, you know, I just handed this guy about $600 worth of parts. I'm like, just get it out of my sight. You know, if I was to try to sell it on the, if I was trying to sell it, I'd probably, if I'm lucky, get 50 to 100 bucks out of it. Maybe 150 to the right person. But, you know, when you have friends who have stuff, I mean, how do I word this? People will remember stuff like that, you know. Maybe he has something he needs, maybe he'll want to get rid of something that he knows I might need for one of my trucks. So, hey, you need this, you know. Or it's just, hey, you know, I feel like I'm doing a good thing. His son has a 77, 76 Jeep that has the engine that those parts go to. And I think he already has that same intake on it. But, you know, I don't know. But I'm just like, you know, I don't mind, like, yeah, I'm one of those people, I don't mind giving something, like, that, it doesn't hurt me to give that to someone. Like, it's not taken from me to do that. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. But, anyway, so that's where I stand on that. It's like, I don't mind helping somebody out. It made the kid smile. My God, I can't believe the kid's 19 years old. And he's got a pretty nice Camaro. It's a V6 Camaro. It's a 98, so that's an F-body. And he's got a good job. He's done some good work to it. That looks nice. Actually, looks really nice. It doesn't look thrown together. That's the nice thing. Like, it's got a Ram Air hood, which you wouldn't normally do with a V6, but hey, why not, dude? Good work for it, right? Why are things like that different when it's somebody you know? Does that make sense? Like, you see, like, normally you'd see somebody with stuff like that, you'd call them a ricer or something. I mean, I'm not saying anything bad about them, but not really saying anything bad about anybody, but it's like, but when it's somebody you know, somehow it's different. Does that make sense to anybody? Is anybody hearing me on that? Turns out I'd have to actually edit this to put it up, and I don't know if I'm going to do that. But, about ready to turn into my trailer park here. It's just like, I don't know, I sometimes, you know, it helps to be on camera to rant, even if you don't intend to upload it, just because. Yeah. I think I set some goals for myself. By 45, so I'm about to turn 32 in November. So that gives me 8 years would be 40, and another 5 years, so 13 years. 13 years, give myself. I want to live in a house and have a garage that has a lift in it. That's my two goals. I don't care how big the house is. I just want a garage that's tall enough that it has a garage, that I can put a lift in. That's my goals. I did see a CRT TV there. I don't think that's too much. So 13 years, I want to, that would make my kid 13. Yeah, so by the time my kid is a teenager, I want to have a house with a garage. It's big enough that I can put a lift in, that I can work on my cars. That's it. Like a nice little 2-bedroom house, 3-bedroom house, you know. That's my goal. Ideally, I'd like to have a house with a either attached or semi-attached garage, which is where we would park our cars and then have a separate garage where I work on them. So we could actually park cars in the garage. That would be cool. But my goal is, even if it's a one car garage, if I can put a lift in it and have things that way, that's my goal. And I don't even know if this is getting posted, but if it is, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and have a blessed day.